Ramsay, you were out here in the morning camping out. Why were you out here December 6th in the morning camping out?
Well, we were celebrating a victorious basketball season, so we decided to come out to Howell Bush to celebrate our wonderful season. So the 12 of us decided to come to Howell Bush, have a big picnic, and have a good time over the weekend. Until something very troubling had happened that following morning on December 7th, roughly about 8 o'clock in the morning, when we saw heavy bombarding sounds coming towards us from Pearl Harbor.
Which directions were the sounds coming from? Which direction was the sound coming from that you heard?
It was the sound coming from Pearl Harbor.
Can you point that direction?
Going from Pearl Harbor, going towards West Oahu, and black smoke was coming towards Ewa, I guess. So we thought that it was quite unusual because we thought that they were burning sugar cane that morning, but normally they don't burn sugar cane on Sunday, so we thought it was something unusual happening that day. Until the bombarding kind of grew much larger than all of a sudden we saw this, I guess this Navy dive bomber being chased by a Japanese Zero fighter. And we was kind of surprised because we thought it was kind of unusual that they were having a maneuver that morning, but when we saw the red ball in the fuselage, we knew something bad was happening.
So you said right above you at treetop level there was a plane that came by. From which direction was that?
Yeah, the plane was going towards Pearl. Yeah, I guess the Navy dive bomber was going towards Pearl, being chased by the Zero fighter. And he knew that he was in trouble, so what he did was he went as high as he could so he could parachute out of the burning plane. Yeah.
There was a pilot that bailed out. Did you see the plane get shot down, or did you see a parachute just come out of the sky?
Oh, we saw the plane is going as high as it could, then he parachuted. And I think the plane dropped down in the sugarcane field towards Ewa plantation, I believe. We weren't sure, but we knew that he crash landed in the cane field towards Ewa plantation. And the pilot came down and he came toward us and he says, "What the hell is going on?" So he was kind of shocked at what was going on. So we went towards him and we asked him the same question. I told him they were up there, they saw the same action, he should be telling us what was going on. So he was in shock, but what he did was he tried to go back to the base by going west towards the beach, I think.
Was there a car that came by and picked you guys up and so you could get out of here? Did somebody offer you a ride?
Yeah, we had a truck with us, and we thought we were in trouble, so we decided to head back for home. And then what we did was we went towards Ewa plantation. Back in those days, it was that street. What was the name of the street though?
Papipi Road.
Well, from Papipi Road, when we had a left turn, then Fort Weaver Road. And we tried to go home, but the entrance to Ewa plantation was blocked by civil defense because we couldn't get in because that was the only road going towards the naval station. So they told us to head for the mountains, and what we did was we seek refuge at a place called Low Camp. Low Camp was located right across the Ewa Plantation Hospital. That's where we got into another trouble. When they start strafing the Pearl Harbor area, we were in line of all the shooting, and this is where I thought that we were going to get killed, but it was like a movie with all the strafing sound, you know, like that. So we had to go underneath those houses to be on the safe side, you know. But eventually we headed for home because knowing that our parents were worried as to because they knew we were in How Bush. So when they saw us, when they saw me anyway, they were very relieved. And so, but that night we had to. Everything was blacked out, so we had to sleep underneath the bed to be on the safe side, huh? Yeah.
So when you saw the pilot parachute out of the plane, where did he land? Do you remember what area he landed by the road, or?
Well, I think well, this place was nothing but cabbage trees, and he landed right at maybe about 200 yards in the cabbage trees. Then he came toward us, trying to find out what was going on, you know, because he felt that we knew everything was going on here, you know. So yeah.
Did he have just a flight suit, or did he have a parachute with him or anything, or?
Well, he took off his parachute off, of course, you know. He had it, and so he came towards us, and later on, he thought he had to go back to his base, so we saw him go towards the beach, and about the same time, I would say. It must have been about 8:40, I think. I'm not sure. We saw a destroyer steaming out of Pearl Harbor, full speed, and that was probably the only time that we saw shipping coming out of Pearl Harbor. Yeah, but
was it a big ship or a destroyer?
It looked like a destroyer. Yeah, but later on. In this movie, In Harm's Way with John Wayne, the same ship was steaming out of Pearl, so I remember the ship on the day that thing happened. Yeah.
Do you remember about what time of the morning that was?
I think approximately, I would say, maybe about 8:30, I believe. Yeah. Yeah. It was a beautiful day, and as I said, we were very looking forward for a wonderful day, picnic and fishing, that kind of stuff, you know. Yeah, but.
So when you kids were out here and you heard this, first heard the booming sound, was that something because you knew that the military had maneuvers and stuff? Did you think that was just a military maneuver going on or something?
Well, we knew that there was a firing range on the other side of Ewa Beach near Pearl Harbor, so we heard some, we thought that they were having a firing range, they were practicing, but these were small arm fire, you know, so the sound coming out of Pearl were heavy bombing sound, so we thought it was kind of unusual for that thing to happen.
What was it that made you know for sure that you thought a war was starting when you first saw a Japanese plane fly over?
Well, when we saw the red ball on the fuselage, then I knew that something was going on, and I was quite worried because, you know, we'll never have maneuvers with red balls in the fuselage. So we knew that something was going on, and we got scared.
Do you think you remember what type of plane you saw that?
It was a Zero.
It was a Zero?
Yeah, and I guess a little while later we saw a plane being shot down, landing maybe about a quarter mile out there, and that plane could be probably still sitting out there. So we got scared because there's all this thing happening around us, you know. So that's why we decided to head for home, because I thought that this place would not be a safe place to hang around, you know.
Do you remember about what time when you saw that plane go out there and crash in the ocean? Do you remember about what time that would have been?
Well, you know, going back 69 years is kind of difficult. So I would say it was maybe about 8:45 or something around that time. Yeah, yeah.